Alright, my fellow agents, welcome back to the Gaming Brigade, and today, July 21st, marks the start of the Dust Storm event. It will be live in the game until August 11th. And one thing I try to do anytime we have one of these events is put together a video really quick talking about farming for keys, event details, all that good stuff, and that's exactly what you're going to get today. Now, as always, we're going to jump right into the details, and if you happen to enjoy this, do me a favor and hit that like button. It truly helps the channel out. And if you want to stay up to speed on all things Division, feel free to hit that subscribe or join button as well. Alright, so as you can see on screen, there are 3 different ways you can earn these event keys, the storm keys I should say, by defeating Dust Devil kill squads, by defeating Dust Devil bosses, and by defeating the Hunter in this event. Now right below that, and this is something that is new for this event, keys are going to be guaranteed scaling with difficulty. Normal is going to be 14 kills, hard is 14 kills, challenging is 12, and heroic is 10. They finish off by saying in addition to this is the daily boost. And with that, every day the first 150 kills will have the requirement for a key reduced by half, so this is something you need to be doing every day in my opinion. Look, a lot of you out there like myself, we have full-time jobs, we may not be able to farm as much as we want, so I strongly recommend taking some time on a daily basis if you can and just do a little bit of farming, because you will be able to get 150 kills pretty damn quick. Now with all that being said, let's now take a second and talk about farming for the keys themselves. Now for the record, and most of you probably already know this, but you're only going to be able to farm for keys on the Warlords of New York map. If you don't own it, that's fine, you will have access to it during this event. And once again, remember, these kill squads can spawn at any moment. You need to keep your head on a swivel, and just because you take a squad out does not mean you're guaranteed a key unless you actually hit that number that we talked about a moment ago. And not only that, you need to make sure when these keys drop, you pick them up. They are not automatically put into your inventory. Now, as far as getting these squads to spawn is concerned, for me, honestly, I loaded into Haven and I just ran around the map, and in about 20 minutes of gameplay, I got about 10 keys, which in my opinion is not that bad. You know, I'm sure there may be more streamlined ways to farm them in the process, like all of you out there, you know, just kind of jumping into the game right now. And as always, I promise to bring you an updated video in the next day or so once I kind of kick the tires with this event. And if you have any farming recommendations or things you've had luck with, let me know in the comment section and I'll definitely give you a shout out in that upcoming video. On that note, I'm going to start to wrap this up and leave you with some gameplay footage and a few final thoughts. Told you this was going to be a quick video. As always, I want to take a moment and thank you all for your incredible continued support. Please let me know of any other questions you have I did not address. Thank you once again for the privilege of your time, and as I mention at the end of every one of these, take care of yourselves, be kind to each other, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks again, everyone. Hello once again, my fellow agents. I hope you're doing well on this fine day. Just got home from work. Like I said a second ago, I played the game for about 30 minutes, you know, just to get this video together for you so I could post something really quick. And I have to say, you know, in that short time of gameplay, I'm really having a shit ton of fun during this thing. Now, one thing I've noticed right away is the fact that these kill squads are spawning on a much more frequent basis. You know, I know somewhere in the notes it talked about every 6 minutes, something like that. Look, there are some times I'm just rounding a corner, I run into another squad. Go another, like, let's say a minute, minute and a half, and I'm running into another one. And as the game mentioned, you know, just stay in the map, keep moving, and I happen to, you know, bump into these guys nonstop, which is pretty damn great. Now, I have not run into a hunter as yet. Once I do, I'll bring you that video. And as I said a moment ago, later tonight, once I get settled, you know, have a drink, hang out with the family, all that good stuff, I'm going to put together a few different videos talking about farming, like the most efficient way to farm for keys. Once I actually get a good 2-3 hours under my belt, I will do that as soon as I can. And I think that's all I got for this video. Obviously, I will put together a few builds for this event. We'll be talking about the different farming methods, as I said a second ago, and any other requests you have, please let me know in the comment section down below. We also have a classified event that is brand new. There's a lot of stuff going on in the game right now. So that's all I got for this one, my friends. Please let me know of any other questions you have I did not answer for you. We also have a new classified mission. I'll be going over that in a few days. There's a lot of stuff to talk about. So thank you once again for your incredible support. Take care of yourselves, be kind to each other, and I will see you in the next one.